Continuing violence between Israel and Palestinians, drawing protesters outside the Israeli embassy in Washington, D.C., where the conflict has split U.S. lawmakers since hostilities began 10 days ago. Hamas has been firing rockets into Israel in response to what militants say are Israeli human rights abuses against Palestinians, while Israel has responded with airstrikes on Gaza.
The Israelis were wrong to pursue settlements and evictions as a deliberate means to undermine a future Palestinian state. These policies might have helped hold together Netanyahu's political coalition, but they helped feed a sense of hopelessness amongst Palestinians and their future. The Palestinian leadership was wrong to perpetuate an anti-Israeli, anti-Semitic narrative as a foundation of their hold on power.
Progressive Democrats, including Senator Bernie Sanders and Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, are calling for a reevaluation of U.S. aid to Israel because of the civilian casualties caused by the Israeli airstrikes. But most moderates have called for a ceasefire.
Both Secretary Blinken and the president himself are engaged in robust diplomacy that is behind the scenes, that is directly with the Israeli government, that is directly with Egypt and a series of other partners in the region to bring an end to the conflict.
Israeli strikes have killed at least 217 Palestinians, while militant rocket attacks have left at least 12 Israelis dead. Republicans say the two sides are not equally responsible.
There are a significant number of Democrats now who want to throw Israel under the bus and act like there's some equivalency here. There isn't. Completely without moral equivalency. A terrorist group on the one hand that exploits, by the way, the Palestinians themselves by frequently putting them in harm's way, and the Israelis who are going out of their way to make precision responses to defend their country.
Senate Republicans called for further action to protect Israel while denouncing the Biden administration's move to rejoin the Iran nuclear deal.
When the Biden administration ought to step forward and say we're going to replenish the Iron Dome munitions that are saving thousands of lives by intercepting these terrorist rocket attacks, instead of attacking and belittling and undermining the nation of Israel.
Meantime, the Biden administration faces a largely symbolic challenge from progressive Democrats who want to block a $735 million arms sale to Israel. The window to complete that deal has almost closed. Catherine Gibson, VOA News, Washington.